Hockey fans, we are getting so close to that first draft pick, that first NCDC name to be called by Commissioner Bob Turo. The Islanders Hockey Club already on the clock, but the Utica Jr. Comets, a team that you should always shiver when you see coming into the rink, a team always ready to win the game, a team that's able to do it at both ends of the ice, and a coach in Mr. Educate here, Louis, is going to win some dubs this year. But first, he's got to win the draft. Coach, we're getting ready for draft day. We're getting things underway. What are the Utica Junior Comets up to right now getting prepared for the draft?
Yeah, we have our camp actually going on right now. We have 1 day left, and then we're heading to the showcase this weekend where, we have some good young prospects. Obviously, the draft this year, is 05s and 06s. And we believe that some of these players, even though they're going to be young, can play for our organization this year. We're trying to go a younger route. I think, a lot of teams in the league want to do the same, but I know we certainly do. So, we've been hot and heavy into this for a couple months now since the season ended, really looking at a lot of 05s, 06s, some local, some across the country. And, we're really hoping a few of them can step in next year and help us win hockey games.
Now, Coach, this is an important draft. Every draft's important, right? We always have the opportunity. You don't win a championship just yet. You don't raise the cup, but you do set up that storyline to get going. You do start the trip today. Can you kind of talk through last season? You guys start the season strong. You just get edged out in a tough playoff race. How do you build this year, put yourself into the postseason, and take a chance at winning that Deneen Cup?
Yeah, I believe we have, like you said, last year we had a great start. Unfortunately, we had some tough injuries down the stretch, and, we had a USHL call up in Owen Carlisle, which is obviously great for him. He had a successful finish with Youngstown there, and it looks like he'll be going back. So that, we're proud of that. But at the end of the day, when you lose a guy like Owen Carlisle, it hurts your lineup. And obviously with some big D injuries that we had, some veteran guys that were really helping us that hurt us. But, moving forward and going into next season, we believe we have the guys. We had some guys that had to step up, even though we didn't make the playoffs last year. We had some younger guys that were able to get some big minutes when those guys went down, and those guys are going to have a big opportunity to be a huge part of our roster next year and that big core. So we have a nice core coming back. And then, like, you said, the draft coming up, we want some young pieces that can come in and really, really help us, and those older guys be leaders for these younger guys coming in.
Now I bring in my right-hand man, my consigliere mon frere from another mayor, Lucas Jones. Lucas, you look at this Utica team. I know it's always one of your favorites every season to cover. What do you got for Coach?
Yeah, I mean, you said it best, right? It's a team that we love to watch. They're high energy, they're high flying. They do it well on all sides of the ice. Now, I mean, Coach, this time of year is, yes, it's about building, but the one thing we've heard from every coach who we've talked to since the day after the season ended is, what are you up to? Well, I'm recruiting, building for next year, trying to find the right fit. So when you're trying to find the right fit for players, what are you looking for, right? How are you trying to complete your roster, especially on draft day? Are you looking for these physical guys? Are you looking for the speedsters? Are you trying to find a compromise? What's the mentality going into the draft?
Yeah, I think the first thing that I look at is guys who can play at pace. As you guys said, like, we're a team who likes to push the pace. We like to put teams on their heels, kind of come at you from every which way. And, like I said, the first thing we're looking at is guys who can skate, guys who can make plays at pace. And obviously then there's the other element where you have to have a heaviness to your game. If you can play fast and heavy and you have both of those attributes, you're putting yourself in a good position. We tell all our guys before camp, we just want guys working hard, and every coach is going to say that. But at the end of the day, if you're a player that's willing to compete, no matter what the score is or what type of skate you're in, whether it's a summer skate or mid-season, the more that you train your body to, continue to work and push yourself, the better you're going to be. So when you have kids at camp, you can tell, there's definitely some kids that you feel wanted a little more, and those are the kind of the character guys that you want in your room. So the first thing we're looking at is guys just with high compete, guys that can move their feet and ability to make play at pace.
Now, Coach, as we close this thing out, we look at the NCDC. we always talk about cradle to college. We talk about drafting younger this year for all of our squads. Can you kind of tell the parent at home, the player at home, the family at home, why they should be excited to be drafted into the NCDC, and what are they getting out of this NCDC brand in a team like the Utica Junior Comets?
Yeah, I think the league's really growing, and we kind of proved that down in Florida a couple of years ago, where we got our name out there a little bit more. I think us trying to go in a younger direction with the draft, is a really good thing, and that's something that we are, 100% in on is going younger. And so I believe if we're bringing younger guys in here into Utica, where we have this great facility, we play in this 4,000 seat arena here in Utica. We share that with the AHL team and Utica College as well. And, we're also building a $60 million facility that's connected, next door with 3 sheets, our own locker room, our own gym, our own rink in there. So that's really exciting for these guys to come into. And, with the younger route, we believe that these young players can come in here and get that junior experience that you're not going to get anywhere else, where you have an AHL team in the building and a college team in the building. I mean, there's not a lot of teams that can say, hey, look at all the amenities that we have around us to help these young athletes develop, because that's our main focus is developing these young kids and getting them onto the next level. We've had, like I mentioned, Owen Carlisle went to the USHL last year from here, and we want to do that with some other guys. Cameron Whitehead, is an absolute stud this year as a goaltender in the USHL, possible NHL draft pick. So, we want these young guys coming in here, getting that junior experience. And we believe we have all the tools to have a successful program and develop these young guys.
The Utica wagon continues to roll on, folks. There is no better place to play. It's one of the best home ice advantages the NCDC has to offer. Beautiful rink, beautiful facilities, great coaching. And, it's all about development up there, and they continue to do it well. Watch out come Deneen time this year. I have a good feeling about the Comets soaring to the moon this season. Thank you, Coach, for joining us. And the NCDC Draft will be live on youtube.com, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday night. That's Wednesday night. That's tomorrow night. You're seeing it today live. Guess what? Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going live. Search NCDC Draft or go to USPHL today on YouTube. Like and subscribe to be ready to go for draft night.